Hey guys, so today we're going to go over copywriting. I get asked about this a lot. And so I decided to just make this a video. I've had a bunch of calls today mentoring some younger agency owners, and what to do with cold email copy and how to get better at it came up a lot. So I just decided to put this out into the world for you guys who pop by my channel. So my personal promise to you is, again, just another no BS video as always. My personal promise to you more specifically is that by the end of this video, you will be a top 0.1% copywriter with cold emails. You'll find that it's really not hard to get there. There was a point in building my agency a few months back where I really just decided to double down and become a lethal copywriter. And it happened quite quickly. And I'll walk you through the exact path, because if I'm going to get you the results then that I get, then I can only take you down the path with things that I've actually done. The path that I've actually gone down anyway. So that is not a joke. You're actually going to be crazy good at email copywriting, because I know exactly what to do, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. So this means the difference between a cold email campaign that makes you $5,000 this week and $15,000 this week. Like that's what we're talking about here, and I'm just going to give this all to you. Okay. So the good thing for you is that you only have to be average at copywriting. You don't have to be maniacal about it like I was. To make a killing in cold email. You can just be average. You can just be decent. You just got to know how to be decently decent. So anything beyond decent will be all profit, right? As you can see below from last month, August, and I'm recording this on Thursday, September 11th, but as you can see below for yourself, and again, you can get, as always, you can get this document in the description. It's free. It's all free. No cost. Don't pay for anything. The last month in August, the case a fraction of the case studies are here, but as you can see, I do quite well with AI and cold email. So if you're on my channel, you'd know that this is only a fraction of what we do on a monthly basis. I will let you explore my other videos. They almost all start with 5 minutes of social proof. However, today I just want to get straight into it because we have a lot to cover, and I'm also exhausted. I haven't slept in 24 hours. We've been slammed at Scale, my agency. If you don't know what Scale is, we've been really busy. So anyway, what we will discuss in this video is how I went from a mediocre copywriter averaging sub 0.5% reply rates. That's not a joke. Go to my channel, sort by oldest video, and you will see the case studies for yourself with the dates, with the copy, with the campaign stats. All right. So how I went from a mediocre copywriter averaging 0.5% reply rates to a lethal copywriter who brings in over $250,000 a month in deal flow for ourselves and our clients, so that you can still apply this to your business so that you can start getting similar results. If you're doing cold email or considering doing cold email, watch this. I promise you it will save you a ton of time and a headache and guesswork and confusion. We are going to dispel in this video a lot of myths about cold email copywriting, so buckle up, grab your coffee, and let's go. By the way, let me just move this over so I can see that it's still recording. Great, cool. All right. So how to get good fast. The number one thing you're going to do, like this is the reason why it's the first piece of advice. The number one thing you're going to do is binge read good cold emails. You're just going to binge them. Just read a lot of them. Read them. This means you will need to build a swipe file or an archive. Luckily for you, I'll just give you mine. I'm just going to give this to you. This is my personal collection of cold emails that I have binged, that I have won with, so on and so forth. I'm going to give this to you for free. Just download this document, and I will email this to you. I'm going to give you the entire thing. Here it is, an entire collection. Let me move this over for you, and let me zoom out so you can see. I'm not joking. I'm just going to give you all of this. This is an entire thing. Look, we're going to go through this. So a lot of this is publicly available. Some of the big giants in the cold email space, including my own campaigns. Every good look. This is an email from Lamborghini. Anytime I found a good cold email, this is myself. These were old case studies I was doing. Hundreds of hours of research. A lot of these are, you might recognize a lot of these folks, but like my own internal campaigns that I have actually sent and that you guys might recognize are all here. You're just going to look. These are my own copy. Like, you are just going to binge these. Okay. You're going to binge. What else? This is Eric's. All this has been shared by folks. I've just amassed this into one place. Look, you'll never run out of templates. Ever. ever. This is better than anything you will pay for in like some $100 school community. I promise you. No one's ever built a successful business paying for $100 school community. I can get you there for free. I can get you way further with my free content. I promise you. Just stick around long enough and you'll be just fine, okay? But look, it's all here. Yeah, it's all here. A lot of the advice that I took coming up, Reddit threads, tweets, it's all here. I'm just gonna give this to you for free. You'll be just fine, okay? I'm giving you the internal files. I know we don't know each other, but you're here, and I appreciate you being on my channel. And good things come to those who kick it with me on this channel. So I'm giving this to you for free. Just download this document and I will email this to you, like I said before. Why am I doing this? Why am I able to give this to you? Why am I not charging for it? Why is this not behind some paywall or school community? If you don't already know this, you must be new here, and that's okay. Welcome. Long story short, it's because I can. It's because I don't make any money off of this. And, well, that's now a lie. I've technically made $55.10 from donations. This is Gumroad. So people just decided to donate, and that's cool. I appreciate it, but you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm never going to ask you for anything. I'm giving this to you for free because it's free, and because I want you to start building a library of all these documents and then just study them. The same way you read the New York Times, the same way you read books, I read all the time. I read Steve Jobs' old emails. I read Mark Zuckerberg's old internal email. I read things, and that's how it sticks in your head, and that's how you become a totally different person. That's how you start thinking differently. And I'm just paying this forward, okay? So maybe you do this for some other young entrepreneur. When it's your time to do so. All right. But anyway, point being, number one, I get a kick out of making my free stuff better than everybody else's paid stuff, if I'm just being honest with you, which isn't hard to do because most people's paid stuff is largely a joke. Again, I can get you results just from these documents that I make in my spare time. Number two, you're here on my channel. So I'm trying to make being on my channel worth your time. I have nothing to sell you as of today's date, Tuesday, September 11th, 2025. But I do get clients from here. Full disclosure. And if I can get you to that 30K a month mark faster, where my agency would then consider you for client work, then it's a better situation for us all. And number three, a lot of you won't get results from blindly copying these templates anyway, because most of cold email copywriting is about targeting. It's about targeting. It's about targeting the right people. Targeting is 80%. The copy is 20%. In contrast to things like VSL, sales pages, landing pages, where the copy is 80% and the targeting is 20%. So do with that what you will. So here's the second thing. Here's what you need to watch if you want to fast track. So that free course I put up, that 7.5 hour course. So there's a section, I put the timestamp. If you click this YouTube video embedded in the document, it'll take you straight there. But other than that, I put the chapters in the video. There's a chapter at 2 hours in, 2 hours and 1 minute in. It's called 55 minutes of the best copywriting training you've ever seen. The best cold email copywriting training you've ever seen. Watch that part, all right? So I go over old copy that I actually used. I just take the email threads. I just scroll back to my old email threads and old email campaigns, and I dissect the old copy and show you how I would write it brand new. You should watch that. Like, just from that 55 minutes, you'll be good. And now, on top of that, section 3 now. Here's what you absolutely need to know to become a G at cold email copywriting in the next 5 to 10 minutes with no fluff. We're just going to go through this, okay? Because it's really not that hard. Just do what I say and you'll be fine. And then when you make money from this, you just send me an email. Because I don't check anything else. Just send me an email and let me know so I can feel better about the fact that you're actually applying this stuff. And that'll make my day. Cool. So let's start off with a subject line. So the only thing with the subject line, just always find a way to include their name. Stick with the quick questions, whatever it is. Stick with more clients, more leads, question mark, but always include their name. So if the subject line is like quick question, put something like this. Pablo, quick question. Okay. You can also reverse order it. So you can put quick question, comma, Pablo. Not that serious. Don't be too strict about this. Just find a way to include their first name. So type whatever subject line you were going to put, and then find a way to add their first name. Spin tax. The obvious. Cool. All right. Second, your mom, your mother, must be able to understand what everything in the email means. That's not a joke. I'm being dead serious. My mom, that's probably the only framework I go into with copywriting with cold emails, because that's how much attention we give I said this on a call today with some folks whose business I was helping with. That's how much attention people give cold emails. If you haven't really realized, that's how much attention we give. It's like it's cold emails are an afterthought. So dumb it down a lot. Keep the language very simple. Like our mom has to be able to understand this. When I say that, I mean someone who's not even remotely close to the industry that we're in. Someone who has no stake in any of this. Like someone who, you know what I mean? Just the layman, the common person has to understand what's happening in here. So don't use fancy language. It's annoying to have to think. Anyway, next, keep your email short, just like an internal email. Kind of like the way I type right now in these documents. Notice how I don't really care about capitalization or being fancy or spacing or anything. Don't be so formal. It took me a long time to learn that. Corporate people, and any type of people really, they type like they don't care. Right? So they type like this. Watch this. It's like, it's douchey almost. Jim. Like to if you've considered cold email to begin automatically, like the spacing doesn't matter, the capitalization doesn't matter, because working with Y, which is a competitor, right? Don't put the word competitor, but just put the Y. And they've seen Z results. Would this be of any interest? Right? That's it. And you can put it on. You can make it one paragraph. Like, it doesn't, Matt. People have been so, like, strict about the spacing and stuff like that. I promise you it doesn't matter. You can type really lazy. You can just make it like this. You can not capitalize the O right here on only. Like, you'll be just fine. It's easier to read if it's on different lines, but don't be so strict about things, okay? So that's that. Oh, funny enough, I already made you a mock-up here. And funny enough, I used Jim again. Anyway, here's another example. Hey Jim, not sure if this is relevant. Just found Walmart while looking at big box stores on LinkedIn. Curious if you've considered X to achieve Y. Only asking because we've been doing this for Z company and they've seen X result. Would you like to hear more? That's it. I didn't even put thanks or whatever it is. So you'll be just fine. Hold on, I got to put this in a turn into call out. Now, the next thing is if they're any interested, if they're interested, they're interested. If they're not, they're not. Right? If don't worry. This is why I say you only have to be a B- copywriter to do well with cold email. After that, you just crank it and send more. But this, like, if they're interested, they're interested. If they're not, they're not. Just send more emails, right? I know we talk, you know, if you run an agency, if you do any sort of outbound, we talk about demand capture versus demand generation, and you want to sort of generate interest and attention. But at the end of the day, if they're interested, they're interested. If they're not, they're not. That's it. This is how like one of my most successful campaigns in recent history. This one right here. What is that reply rate right there? It's 0.69%. 0.69%. This is a 6-figure campaign. I'm just going to leave it at that. If they're interested, they're interested. If they're not, they're not. Like, all the people who obsessed over reply rates are not here anymore. Like, all the people who around the same time who I started with, and I'm talking about, like, you know, school communities and stuff that I joined, and stuff, they're not here. They're not around anymore. They're not. And all the people who the folks on Twitter who post screenshots of their campaigns with like 8% reply rates or, you know, 6% reply rates, they're either faking their reply rates, which is very unfortunate when I found this out, or they're running a campaign that really can't be scaled and duplicated because it's just they're running it for one very particular client who has like some very, very niche or one-time offer. They're not doing that all the time. They're not doing that over and over again. They're just not. So this is why you never hear me parade my reply rates. I can pull up Smart Lead right now and show you reply rates of 5% plus. But like, they're not telling you, well, this was a lead magnet campaign. It wasn't a direct response campaign. It was a lead magnet campaign. Lead magnets are incredibly easy to say yes to. They just don't buy into the BS or the nonsense. There's a reason why I don't do things and why I do things. And I show you what I do and what I don't do, and the results that comes from not doing the things I don't do and the things that I do. So pick your poison. But there's a reason why they won't ever show you the email copy from those campaigns. Anyway, next, format, spacing, design of the email does not matter. The email length is not do or die, but short usually wins, especially at the enterprise level. Companies of 1,000 plus employees, the spam filters get activated. They have a higher chance of being activated with longer emails. That's just what the data shows. It's not a superstition. Shorter emails. Who taught me that? Dude at AeroSend. Oh man, I can't believe I'm blanking his name. Hold on. I owe him a shout out because I used his inboxes and they were great. AeroSend. Namit Jindal at AeroSend.io. Thanks, Namit. Next, first line in the email is always a relevance line. Don't skate around this. Don't duck around this. Don't try and change the order and this much. First line is always answering who are you and why are you reaching out. So some people call this the observation line. So for example, like hey Pablo, I saw on your website that you increased client conversions by 29%. Amazing. Blah, 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 right? Next line is always either a question, a poke the bear question. I talk about this in this course video. You should watch it. It's either poke the bear question or, where was I? Oh, or an offer statement. You can go straight into the offer statement. I've done this multiple times. I've closed with copy that is stupidly simple. Copy that was like, hey Phil, quick question for you. If I could get you 5 new clients, if I could connect you with 5 different business owners this month who are in need of accounting services on a pay-per-call basis, would you be interested in speaking? Pablo. I closed off of that. Simple. I just went, hey, quick question. If I could get you blah, 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 blah. That's it. Well, I'm pretty sure I had a relevance line like, hey, Phil, found you on Apollo, quick question. And then I went into it. So don't stress over this stuff, okay? Again, if they're interested, if they're going to bite, they're going to bite. If they're not, they're not. Next, the key is to make this email very, 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 especially the offer statement. The key with the offer statement is to make it very, very, very obviously easy for them to understand how it, number 1, makes them money. Number 2, saves them time. Number 3, saves them money. Again, our mothers, your mother, my mother should be able to understand how what we're proposing in this email is going to make her money. So, for example, we can help you link. This is an offer statement right here. We can help you integrate LinkedIn automation into your business. So what? So we can do what? So we can achieve what? The better version of this is we can help you acquire clients on autopilot with LinkedIn automation. I can't speak today. We can help you acquire clients on autopilot with LinkedIn automation. What does this mean? This means I get more clients, which means I get more money. It's very obvious how this makes me money. We can help you integrate LinkedIn automation into your business. This might actually make me busier. It might actually take me away from my current clients. Thus, it might make me lose time and lose money. So be very obvious, like 3rd grader level, okay? That's not a joke. In my swipe file, I was typing at a grade 4 level. Do you see that right there? 39 word emails. I'm not joking. 21 word emails about anything I say. Grade 4 level. 17 words. You'll be able to see that for yourself when you download this, okay? Now, full disclosure, I do have a custom GPT that I have programmed to spit out God level copy. I use it to compare how it would write the email versus how I already wrote the email, but I read it first. Maybe I will share this one day with you guys. Maybe I will share this with my inner circle, folks. We shall see. you have to not care so much about writing structured emails. We covered that. Next, the first thing I'm going to A/B test, if I am going to A/B test anything, is always a call to action. And not just like I'm going to test. Yeah, I'm going to test the call to action. However, the offer statement is the most important thing in the email. Next, for a cold email to work, your offer has to be designed for cold traffic. Sorry, here's a... Yeah, anyway, sorry, I got distracted. For a cold email to work, if you're doing everything we talk about on this channel and cold email's not working, I would start to dig into your offer. For cold email to work, your offer has to be designed for cold traffic. All this means is a fancy way of saying your offer is performance-based. It's a one-time fee. It's performance-based, or it's a one-time fee. You're not pitching a retainer over cold email. You will transition into this later. It's not that hard to understand, okay? Reason why is because we want something to be easy to say yes to for a stranger, a complete stranger who doesn't know you. That's it. Don't say in a cold email what you wouldn't say to someone in door-to-door sales or on the street. It's the exact same thing. Next, 2-step email sequence only. In the second email sequence, try and offer more value if you can. So if you originally pitched a meeting, see if you can offer a loom. If not, if you're too lazy, you don't have time, or whatever it is, say the exact same thing you said in the first email, but just in a different order so you don't get spammed, like spam listed or whatever it is. Send these 2 emails 48 hours apart, 2 days apart. In the follow-up, do not just say, I'm just following up. It rarely ever works. It's no bueno. You're better off just sending the exact same copy. I promise you. Next, your copy only has to be a B-. We've talked about this already. From there, it's more about volume than anything. From $0 to $30,000 a month in your business, I promise you. Mark my words. I can solve, no joke, 80% of your email problems just by sending more emails. The rest is targeting. Provided your offer statement is solid, which takes 2 minutes to fix. See here. It takes 2 minutes to fix and start testing, okay? That's it. Other than that, you watch this segment here, go to the 2-hour mark, and you'll be just fine. So I'm working on a mentorship offer, but other than that, I got nothing to sell you. So if you've stuck around, appreciate it. See you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.